Hey, welcome to Estevan TV. I'm at pushgapradio.com.
Pushgapradio.com. Bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. Pushgapradio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
Pushgapradio.com, Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Hey, from Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth, Pushgap Radio.
Ooh, girl, you can't hear our Dallas, Fort Worth. This is Jackie.
What up, y'all? This is Jackie
Of Shaka Ford 1 and the main event show.
It's a little something like that.
Shaka Ford 1 and the main event with me, the Queen B, Jackie up. Heard exclusively on Pushgap Radio. Giving you 2 scoops.
And it's a little something like that.
PushGapRadio.com in Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
PushGapRadio.com. We want to be your official Dallas internet Shaka station.
Ford
1 and the main event with me, the Queen B, Jackie up. Heard exclusively on Pushgap Radio. Giving you 2 scoops.
And it's a little something like that.
PushGapRadios.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Welcome to another edition of Shaka Ford 1 in the main event with Jackie O. Here's to Joe Louis this week, Dallas, Fort Worth. Trump is out. Where's his homeboy Pence? We're going to get into that. Veterans Day. Salute to all my veterans out there. Our interview with Mark D. Cooks of Duncanville, Texas, and Dave Chappelle on Saturday Night Live. Also, who invented Russian roulette? And at the top of the hour, the Jackie O Entertainment Report. Stay away from negative people. They have a problem for every solution. We're Shaka 4-1 in the main event with Jackie O on the bangin'est thing on your urban internet radio dial. We're PushGapRadios.com. Dallas, baby.
Thought I wanted some rock'em sock'em robots, but guess I want some freedom, saying it, because Bab over here is running my life. I didn't know.
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Welcome to another edition of Shaka 4-1 in the main event, of course, with the masked singer, the I Can See Your Voice lady. Guess my secret. What's my identity? It's Jackie O.
That's right. What's up, everybody? Happy holidays. It's time to get started.
It's time for them holidays, baby. Man. Cannot wait to get the hell out of 2020. 71 days until the Trump-Pence administration leaves office. 231,000 dead from COVID-19 in America, and 46 days until Christmas. Man, it's all going down. They said Biden and Kamala got it. You know, Sleepy Joe ain't going to be running nothing. Biden probably go to bed at like 6:30, fam.
Shit, when he can. Trump say, hell no, I won't go. Trump say,
Trump said his ass ain't going. And we are going to definitely get into that. Veterans Day for all my veterans out there. Love my veterans.
Happy Veterans Day, everybody.
That's right. 4th of the 69th Armor Battalion, Mike's Gonsenheim, Germany. I was in a tank battalion. All right. Now, Veterans Day, originally known as Armistice Day, is a federal holiday in the United States observed annually on November 11th for honoring military veterans, that is, persons who have served in the United States Armed Forces and who were discharged under conditions other than dishonorable. All right, this came about after World War I. Now,
people often get Memorial Day and Veterans Day confused. I'm glad you're explaining it.
Veterans Day.
Sorry.
Veterans Day is distinct from Memorial Day, a U.S. public holiday in May. Veterans Day celebrates the service of all U.S. military veterans, while Memorial Day honors those who have died. So Memorial is a memorial who died. Veterans is for everyone. Now, another holiday, military holiday, is Armed Forces Day, and that's for people who are currently serving in the military. Now, they have a Women's Veterans Day. It's recognized by a growing number of U.S. states that honors women who have served in the military. 4th of the 69th Armored Battalion. Let me tell you something. when I was
for your service.
That right.
Shackleford one.
That right. Now, when I was in, you understand me, I was a knucklehead sometimes. I was squared away out in the field, though. But the older you get, the more... I don't know, the more it comes out of you, the discipline, the honor, the things of that nature. And I guess, if you never went to college, you don't understand a fraternity. If you've never been in the military, then you wouldn't understand that. It's just a thing of mine. There's nothing. 4th of the 69th Armored Battalion, find a way or make a way, you understand?
Now, one thing I do love,
Yes.
and I've noticed since you do wear your cap, now that we go out on occasion, is the amount of respect that you get.
That groupie love.
For people knowing that you served, and I mean, it's getting us discounts. You're meeting other veterans.
Oh, so you just gonna abuse the services, huh? My nigga? So well, you know what Jackie told me? I went to Waffle House, which is supposed to have been, boycotting, but I guess they done beat the young kids' ass and all that's over with now. But yeah, I went there and the girl told me, well, you get a military discount. I'm thinking like, how do you know that? Because I forgot I had on the hat.
Because
now
we
Jackie
never
talking
get,
about
yeah.
every time you go, you gotta get you some more hats.
Well, because at the Waffle House, we never get the AAA or the AARP discount. You wore that hat, we got a military discount. I need you to get one of those in every car.
Time now for your PushGapRadio.com celebrity birthday.
Got a discount from a CBD oil.
I
need you to have a whole lot of those caps.
November 9th, rapper French Montana turns 36 years old. R&B singer Cisco Thong, yay, he turns 42. Ooh. Old school rapper Roxanne Shante will be 51, and rapper Scarface turns 50. November 10th, comedian and fat Walmart money man Tracy Morgan turns 52. Quarterback Teddy Bridgewater will be 28. Rapper Warren G turns 50, and rapper Eve will be 42. It's a whole lot of damn rappers in here, I'm telling you now. November 11th, salute to all my veterans out there, those still standing strong and those who have came and went before us. November 11th, actor Leonardo DiCaprio turns 46 years old. Movie actress Demi Moore will be 58. Singer John B. Is You Still Down With Me? That Tupac cut. He turns 45. Figure skater Tanya, what's her name? Harding will be 50 years old. Baseball star Sammy Sosa's 52. R&B singer who Jaguar was clowning Tevin Campbell will be 44 years old. November 12th, basketball great Russell Westbrook turns 32. Rapper Omarion 36. And November 13th, Jimmy Kimmel turns 53. Whoopi Goldberg turns 65. And Meta World Peace, but you knew him as Ron Artest, turns 41 years old. Any birthdays?
Yes, happy belated birthday to my brother Robert Carroll.
Yeah, Big Rob, man.
He was 61 on the 7th.
Happy birthday
Happy
to
birthday,
you, Robert
brother.
Carroll. Man.
Yes.
So them days is coming, because Billy's birthday was in October, right?
No, Billy's birthday is coming up. His will be on the 17th.
On the 17th,
Right.
and he'll be 60.
He'll be 60.
Okay, right before me in December.
That's correct.
My boy, Dave.
Old.
You right there in the same boat. You on the bad side of 50, fam. You on the bad side. Dave Chappelle on Saturday Night Live. If you missed it, your ass better get YouTube. It was hysterical, man. They had Dave Chappelle on there, and he was just going in, talking about his neighbors out there in Ohio and how they was trying to clown him and whatnot, predicated on the fact that he was out there doing the thing out in the field, he said.
Yeah.
And said that the guy said, I'm trying to put my kid to bed. And all I keep hearing is nigga. Dave said, yeah, but am I saying it or are you?
Right.
Okay, so Dave Chappelle is just gold, man. The thing with the Ain't Your Mama snitched on Uncle B, and the monologue was off the freaking chain. And he played David Hainsworth, the Allstate guy. Okay,
Yes,
you
he
couldn't
did.
fire him.
He did a good job.
He
with
did a
trying to-
phenomenal
although he
job
was
over there,
laughing.
man. Oh, my God. Dave Chappelle on Saturday Night Live. 16-and-a-half-minute stand-up routine.
But it has,
and,
it has drawn so much attention that in 6 hours, It had over 1 million views.
Had over
already,
1 million
y'all.
freaking views, man. Dave Chappelle is just genius.
Yes.
Because you never know what's going to come out. He was just clowning so many people on there, man. Dave Chappelle is just freaking hysterical, man.
And it is something with the way that he talks about white people.
Yes.
That he's married to a white woman.
Well, an Asian woman, right? I think he's married to.
Well, she's not black.
Oh, no. She's definitely not black.
And he lived in a town in Ohio.
On a farm.
On a farm.
And he just be
he's
smoked
probably the only, besides his children, he's probably the only black man that's anywhere near there. He said that, like, he was saying that some of the neighbors are saying, honey, come look. Isn't that the guy? Isn't that the guy that was in the grocery store on the TV?
He said the grocery store guy is on TV. Chappelle said, no, the TV guy is in the grocery store. Get it right. See, it's the way Dave Chappelle flipped things.
Yeah.
That's so freaking amazing to me, man. It just be, ho, 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 ho. Happy holidays to one and all. I know you can't wait to get out of 2020. My birthday, Christmas Day. Usually I want the holidays to slow down. Can't wait to get out of 2020. Trump's ass is out of there. We finna get into that in the next talk set. Of course, we have the Jackie O Entertainment Report. Coming up, we have our interview with Mark D. Cooks of Duncanville, Texas. And we will explain that to
Councilman
you as well. That's what that is, Mr. Cooks over there.
That's
and also something very interesting that I came across over the weekend. Who invented Russian roulette? So we're going to break that down and a whole lot more going on for you, man. On the bangingest thing on your urban internet radio dial. KYBNradio.com in Mountain View, California. KYBN 98.1 FM in Mountain View, California. PushGapRadios.com.
What's up, Dr. Ramsey and the crew?
That's what that is. Man, that Dave Chappelle.
We did it.
That Dave Chappelle hysterical to me, man.
Yeah, but he had some serious moments in there, too.
He did. But like you know, Chappelle just always breaking it down. Push Gap, Dallas.
Hi, I'm Rosario Dawson. I want to wish everyone a very happy Thanksgiving.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Something like that.
Shaka Ford won in the main event with me, the Queen D, Jackie O. Heard exclusively on Push Gap Radio. Get a
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Told you. Dave Chappelle is just amazing, man. This guy, and then he was talking about his great-granddad. He said that he came back and found out, you done been bought and sold more than I have.
Yeah,
okay.
he said that his great-grandfather, he was saying how phenomenal he was.
Yes.
And then he said that the Chappelle Show is now being streamed by
on all these platforms,
HBO Max and Netflix, and he's not getting paid for it.
Right.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
So he said that he's been sold. That's what his great granddaddy would say, that he's been sold.
Yeah.
Bought and sold more times than he has.
But his material is just so amazing. You can see that Jim Carrey is going to have a job for the next 4 years playing Biden. Okay. Yeah. And I'm just waiting for Biden to start falling asleep behind the mics, man. He's 77.
He has aged so
Oh my
much.
God. And then trying to run.
And he hadn't even taken office yet.
Oh, man.
And then they always having him running. Like, that's going to make everybody think, oh, he's in shape. No, he's still.
No, he gonna run 5, 6, 7 feet, and then that's it. He gonna have to take a break. The man gonna have to go to bed, take a nap, all of that.
I'm not trying to wish the man ill, but we gonna
for what he owe.
We gonna end up with a female president before this 4 years.
Time now for your PushGapRadio.com word of the day. PushGapRadio.com word of the day is brought to you by the Joe Biden campaign, living in the present moment. Fully present in this moment, I live in continual blessing. I may catch myself regretting the past or worrying about the future. Yet, I know such preoccupation is not helpful to me. In truth, the present moment is all there is, so I choose to live fully in the now. I begin by appreciating what is present in my life right now, my family, my friends, my work, the beauty of nature, and life itself. I realize my thoughts and actions have brought me to this moment and its blessings. The seeds I planted in the past through my thoughts and prayers have come to fruition. Now I plant new seeds of positive possibilities. I sow ideals of happiness, abundance, and love, and cultivate feelings of joy, prosperity, and appreciation. This is the day that God has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. You'll find that in Psalms 118 and 24. I think you'll find it works. Kanye West, man. He got 57,000 damn votes, didn't he?
He got 60,000 votes. And all that did was just made him think, oh, yeah, then I'm full-fledged.
Yeah, he in the game.
He says that he's fully fledged going to run in 2024.
Oh, yeah. I done kicked up a little dust. Folk done hollered at me, you understand? They hollered back. And I'm in the game. What you want?
Yeah.
I mean, you know. Now, what happened was they did... While votes were still being counted, former Vice President Joe Biden broke the record for most votes received by a presidential candidate, amassing more than 70 million.
You know what I found interesting on him that I didn't know? Is his name. His name is Joseph Robinette Biden Jr.
That what his mama name?
Yeah, after his daddy.
Okay,
Robinette, all right.
All righty then. The record was held by Barack Obama, who received 69 million point four votes in the 2008 election, where he beat John McCain, the Republican senator from Arizona. Biden eclipsed that mark at 1:30 on last Wednesday, according to the New York Times. And he later broke the 70 million vote threshold. President Donald Trump also had a chance to break Obama's record for the popular vote. Thursday morning, Trump had more than 68.5 million votes, according to CBS. Trump ain't going quietly.
Oh, no. But
Trump ain't going quietly.
Right. And whereas Trump had more people to show up at the polls,
right,
Biden had more people to show up, or that did not show up. They did absentee voting.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons why Trump is trying to say that he's going to file all these lawsuits. Actually, they've already started filing the lawsuits. And word has it that only 2 of his attorneys on his staff is just being yes people,
right,
doing whatever Donald wants to do.
Because you see, the black dude bailed out.
Oh yeah, he was his top black person. Yeah, he quit the other day.
Don't be the last rat on a sinking ship, fam.
But Giuliani,
my old man told me that.
But Giuliani and one of the female attorneys are just all of whatever Donald wants. The other ones know that that this is frivolous,
right,
and that there is no reason for them to be filing all of these lawsuits.
Yeah.
But he is insistent on wanting them filed anyway. So, you know, who are they to turn the money down and not do it? But he's just grasping at straws. The thing is, though, is he still have until January 20th.
As of today, this man has 71 days as of November 9th. He
can do a lot of damage.
He can do a lot of damage, boy, because Trump ain't going quietly.
And he don't care.
He don't.
What protocol is and all of that
None of
stuff.
that.
Some people saying he going to jail. Some people are saying Melania's gonna divorce him as soon as it's
Melania
over with.
already out. She can't wait.
Yeah, and they're saying that also that his son, Donald Jr., saying that they pulled the OJ. Talking about he put him in the car and tried to do the escape thing in
the white Bronco.
Yeah, after they had
But now here's a point that was brought out by TV news anchor Tom Brokaw. He dared to break it down by race. And he said, in a close paraphrase, that white people watched as the white police officer put his knee on the back of a handcuffed black man and marched in solidarity with blacks. Then, when blacks began to get violent and destroy stores and downtowns in cities across the nation, white people became alarmed and supported Trump because of his Trump's law and order. Now, another commentator on television said that the reason that Trump lost much of the white suburban women's vote is because the last words from dying George Floyd's mouth as a white cop was on his neck was "mama, mama." The commentator stated that those white suburban women could not help thinking that could be their white child dying handcuffed and alone, asphyxiated by a knee on their neck. So they're talking about why Trump lost a lot of votes. Now, what they're saying is a lot more of Trump's people went in to physically vote than the Democrats who did it through the ballot where they were doing the mail-in deal.
He also lost a lot of traction because of his non-handling of the coronavirus as well.
That too.
Because so many people are dying. I mean, as a matter of fact, his people in his office is still being diagnosed as having the coronavirus.
Chappelle said he went in there and killed 4 more people.
When he got out of the hospital, he did say that.
Yeah.
And it's still happening. People, and they're saying that there are tens of thousands of people that have had, have gotten coronavirus from attending one of his rallies. Case in point, Herman Cain. Herman Cain died from the coronavirus shortly after attending one of his rallies without a mask.
And one of them super spreaders.
At one of those super spreader events.
And Trump just doesn't care. Trump he doesn't have anything substantial to file in court. Everything is frivolous.
But see, he's thinking that he's going to have the support of the Supreme Court. For one thing, because he put 3 of them there.
Well.
And he's thinking, and then altogether there's 6 of the 9 that are conservative. So he's thinking that, hey, I can take this to the Supreme Court and they owe me one.
No, they don't owe you nothing. There's nothing to contest. You lost. The people voted. The people have spoken, Trump. Pack your stuff. And in the words of local Dallas artist Erykah Badu,
I tell you, he's going to hold on, or he's going to grab hold of one of those columns and it's going to be on. He gonna chain himself to that column. Watch.
In the words,
he ain't going.
In the words, well, I'll just go to something. But holiday shopping's coming in 2020. Call Tyrone, fam. Deck the halls. Well, no, they didn't give any stimulus money. So what do you think the holidays are going to be like if stimulus money's not going to come till Sleepy Joe quit hibernating until January and come out with the pen and start writing checks?
Trump say to hell with you right now. He ain't got time.
Yeah, because Trump dangled it.
Yeah, he said he don't have time right now.
Big stimulus packet on November 4th, fam, but
it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Trump say he got his own problems right now.
Yep. It's like I was in court one day. They called that dude up. He started talking before he even went through the little swinging door to go to the... Yana, I tried to call you. The line was busy. They came by your house, Yana. They said, I just missed you. Yeah, he finna start snitching, fam. He started talking from the moment he got up. Trump ain't trying to go. Trump trying to cause disruption. Had Trump won again, Trump would have probably tried to run for a 3rd term. Trump wants to be a dictator. Biden's not going to be any better. Okay, now you heard Trump come out and say, well, hey, well, you know, what if, I don't know, 6 weeks later, Biden gets shot? What? Trump, you're a U.S. president. You can't say that about the guy. Trump doesn't care. But you know what?
Just like he knew. Some of his people picked up on it because I saw a story. I didn't read it, but I saw the headlines. A sheriff in a town got terminated because he went onto his social media and he suggested as such.
Right.
A few days after they get into office, he said, then he was like, he was like, they both need a bullet in the head. You don't do that.
You don't do that. But hey, they don't care. Happy holidays to one and all, man. We could not wait. As you see behind me, that is Jackie O's work. Have a lot going on. We trying to get out of 2020. And again, ain't no 2021, ain't no New Year's Eve party. Just like you get inspected on your forehead and they checking you for corona, we got to check 2021 too. So, you know, 2021, you got maybe 90 days to prove yourself because 2020 done screwed us around. Banging this thing in the freaking game. PushGapRadios.com. Hey, don't keep us a secret. Okay, go visit us over there at Facebook at pushgapradios.com. But yeah, Trump's not going quietly. Trump tried to dangle that stimulus money in front of you, and basically they're going to just have to cut fat checks come November. Again, I don't know what the holidays are going to look like if there is no stimulus money. Trump going to tie up a lot of stuff.
There is no stimulus money because he's about to do a lot of stuff, and all of his people
in 72
are
days
getting ready to start writing books and doing
Don't
movie
be the last
deals.
rat. Don't be the last rat.
All kind of skeletons about to start falling out the closet.
Do not be the last rat on a sinking ship.
That's why that one guy quit the other day. He was going to get out there first.
Right. He tried to get from
He was like,
over.
let me get the first deal.
Trump crashing and burning. Unlike pushgapradios.com. Catch us on the way up. What's poppin', Doc? Push Gap Radios.
What he said.
Dallas, baby.
Keep it safe this holiday season. Remember, no drinking or texting and driving. This has been a public service announcement from pushgapradio.com.
Old Cliff in South Dallas, what's a Pleasant Grove?
Shaka Ford won in the main event with me, the Queen Bee, Jackie O.
Only on pushgapradio.com.
It's the hottest combination in the urban internet game. Dallas, baby.
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Told you we were going to have our interview with the greatness around here. He's city councilman for District 4 in the southwest part of Duncanville. His name is Mr. Mark D. Cooks. Welcome to the program, sir.
Welcome, Mark.
See, Jackie, like she your biggest fan, but did she vote for you? Oh, we don't live in Duncanville.
I don't live in Duncanville. So you trying to have me like you trying to be like
she could have mailed in and voted for you, Mark. She could have mailed in.
You've been listening to Donald Trump too long.
Don't do it, Jackie.
I know. He want me to
trying to hear none of that. Mr. Cooks, how are you, sir? Welcome to the program.
Hey, I'm doing extremely well and truly blessed on today.
That's what that is. Well, we just had whole lot of politicking and politicianing and ads going on. The ads were overwhelming. Oh my God. Do not miss the ads. I'm glad that's over with. But you were out at the polls down here in Duncanville on last Tuesday during Election Day. So how were things looking out there according to what you saw?
You know, the first day, Clifton, we had it was wrapped around the building at the library, at the Duncanville Library.
Right.
From the front door, all the way around the building. And so
that's amazing.
Pretty active. And that was most of the day. It did not settle down until late that afternoon.
Oh, okay.
And no problems?
There was no problems. And I went Facebook Live and was talking to people as I was walking around.
Yeah.
And everyone, I had not one person that was upset about the wait. Some had been waiting an hour or two.
Right.
Not one person was upset about waiting.
Right.
They just got to know each other, stayed apart, and made it work.
It's good to hear that because so many areas you heard of people that were running into issues.
Basically the Trump supporters. I'll just throw that out there.
I was trying to put it.
Basically them.
Yeah. And they were, they were doing a lot of things from pepper spraying people to, all kinds. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did you see them try to run Biden's bus off the road?
I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see that.
It's just getting crazy. So what did you think about the election? Do you think that we've ever seen anything like this during our lifetime where a president does not want to do a successful transition?
Well, if you really think about it, not only have we not seen it, we've not seen the type of 4 years we've had either.
Right.
I'm not surprised.
And that's what that is. Yeah, because I just don't understand the policies. And you got 70 million people came out and voted for this guy.
Right.
So,
that's the scary part.
That's the scary part, because think of if he could jam up the mail system or whatever, just, hypothetically speaking. I mean, this guy, I think, wants to be a dictator. His own niece already said that if Trump goes down, he's taking a whole lot of folk with him. You remember Nino Brown in New Jack City? If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of folk with me. But what did you think about the election on last week for president and the outcome?
Well, you know what? I'm extremely happy of the outcome. I'll start there. I knew it was going to take a while to get done. It actually took a lot of my time because I was parked myself in front of the TV looking at those results.
Right.
And so I think it went extremely well. It went the way most of 74 million people wanted it to go.
But it was a lot closer than a lot of people thought it would be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was a very close race, especially in certain areas. But, I'm so glad that they showed up and showed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah.
So what do you think the Biden-Harris administration is going to be doing? You think are they going to really address the issues that are going on in America that Trump has made it so divisive? Do you think that they will in some way be able to unite the country?
You know, I will probably say that I know it won't happen overnight.
Right.
It's going to take a little bit, but their personality should smooth it over a little bit more, and the proper communication to everyone. I love what Biden said. He's not going to represent the blue states or the red states.
Right.
He's going to represent all of America, which is great. So to answer your question, it surely can't get worse. So it's going to be better.
This is
it could always get worse.
Yeah, because Kanye said he's running in 2024.
Yeah, Kanye
it definitely can get worse.
Kanye got some votes going.
He got 60,000 votes.
Man.
I didn't look at his number. He has how many?
60,000.
Oh, 60,000. Okay.
Yeah, y'all done gassed Kanye up. Now he want to get out there and run. See what he said? He said Trump was his daddy, so mental illness runs in the family.
Yeah.
So what are your aspirations going forward there, Mr. Cook? As you go forward, you're looking to run for mayor, perhaps governor, of the great state of Texas?
Well, I'll tell you what, I enjoy what I'm doing now, and I've just got reelected to another term. This is my third term coming up, and it's 2-year terms in Duncanville.
Okay.
So I will have a 2-year term, so I can't make any decisions until 2022, and so I'll just work as best I can, as hard as I can until then.
Congratulations on your reelection.
Congratulations. They picked the best man for the job.
That's right.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay. And we were talking earlier a little bit about the DeSoto mayor, Miss Curtistine McCowan. You said that you had been familiar with her. Tell us a little bit about her. Sorry to hear about her.
Yeah, you know, I'm glad you brought that up. And let me first say condolence to her family.
Yes.
And to the entire city of DeSoto for the loss of Miss Curtistine McCowan. Such a great lady.
Right.
I had an opportunity to meet her on several occasions. I said in a post, I said in the post, the first time you meet her, I don't even recall, simply because it's like you've been knowing her forever.
Oh, one of those souls, huh?
Yes. And so got a chance to meet her, and when she first elected to city council, we was at a conference there for sure. But just a fantastic lady, willing to help any and everybody that she could.
Yeah. Well, she certainly sounds like she was an inspiration. When I came across the story, Jackie O and I both went and looked her up, and was amazed. I'd never really heard her name. You know, I know more about you and a few of the younger people out there. But yeah, she was an inspiration, and I just wanted to ensure that we sent our condolences out there as well.
She was a history maker. She was the first Black female mayor of DeSoto.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, and she was did a lot of work along for 31 years alongside with her husband. So how's the COVID working out over there in DeSoto, Texas?
In
Duncanville, Texas.
And Duncanville, hey, get that right.
Hey, don't forget that we moved from Duncanville to Cedar.
Did you really?
Yeah, we lived in Duncanville down from.
That's where we met you.
That's where we met you down from the high school on Venice Drive.
So you no longer live there?
No, we're over in Cedar Hill now, but then we were in the process of getting a house in March that we were trying to move to DeSoto until I found out they had very high property taxes. So we're not going on to DeSoto, but I don't know. So it's Duncanville or Cedar Hill for us. We love the area. But yeah, we had to get away from around there, man. But over in Duncanville, how you guys dealing with the COVID?
Well, we're doing well. We're still asking for everyone to, of course, stay social distance. Mm-hmm. We are having positive cases like all others. Right. But again, we're asking everyone to draw their face covering. Yeah. And that's going to be the best thing, and kind of keep themselves apart. Mm-hmm. No large gatherings, and if we do have large gatherings, we're asking for the 6 foot or more separation. Right. So that's been working out pretty well. Okay. When we first started out, we had to close a couple of basketball courts down because the younger generation just didn't get the hang of it.
Yeah, so, they just don't get it. Yeah, they're bored.
So we had to close that down, unfortunately, but now it's kind of opened back up. But everybody's taking it a little bit more serious at this point, so we're glad of that.
As they should. Yeah. With our cases rising, I mean, we're setting all-time highs right now. In Texas is the worst of all.
El Paso down there is just out the loop. So, final question: do you think that Trump is going to go quietly?
All depends on if he's on the golf course, he probably will. Yeah. Because the golf course requires you to be real quiet. Okay. If he's at home, no, I don't think President Trump will go quietly. To be honest, I think he's gonna come in. He's gonna leave with a bang, as he came in with a bang. Unfortunate to say. But I pray that I'm wrong. Yeah. I pray that somebody will have a talk with him and he will walk away very quietly.
Well, I'm looking at that stack of bricks you living in over there. I was going to see that you want to bet the mortgage, okay? That Trump was going to go quietly. It's a nice stack of bricks you got over there. Mr. Mark D. Cooks, friend of PushGapRadios.com. We are huge fans, as you well know, sir. Anytime we can help you. So if y'all get a realtor to find me and Jackie a house in Duncanville, then we'll be able to come over there and be your official podcast and get the vote out. All right.
I love that. Hey, I want to thank you and Jackie again, because as you mentioned, when I think it was my first run for city council. Yeah. You and Jackie looked me up, and I really to this day. You guys are always top on my list.
Well, we greatly appreciate
it. I can't stop saying thank you.
We want to be involved, and to do that, we had to find people like yourself who were involved, and that's what gets us involved. And we want to be able to help our community too, whether it's delivering information, and we know coronavirus is beating people down right now, so we just like to give you information, but keep it entertaining. Because, like, watching the numbers, I was watching them, too, by Tuesday. By Thursday, no later than Friday, I was beat down by waiting on the numbers, who gonna count, this, that, and the third. So we just like to entertain our community, but be informative as well, like the greatness that was Willis Johnson on KKDA. Mr. Cooks, we appreciate you coming through. Anytime you want to come on, you're more than welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, and you guys have a great day. And stay safe and stay covered up.
That we will. We will speak to you soon.
All right. Take care, Dan.
Bye
you
now.
as well. Bye-bye.
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. That was Mr. Mark D. Cooks. We got Jackie O with the entertainment report and J-Mac with sports. Banging this thing in the game. Taking our community to the internet. Shaka 401 in the main event with Jackie O on PushGapRadios.com.
It's all about Dallas, baby.
That right.
Old Cliff in South Dallas, what's a Pleasant Grove?
Shaka 401 in the main event with me, the Queen Bee, Jackie O. Only on PushGapRadio.com.
It's the hottest combination in the urban internet game. Dallas, baby.
PushGapRadio.com. We finna take over this town like street sweepers.
That's gangsta dinner.
PushGapRadio.com, Hamilton Park, Dallas.
.com. Christmas Eve, I'm out with the gangsters and thieves. Celebrated, posted up with eggnog, head up in my cup.
Don't you know something like that?
Shaka 401 in the main event with me, the Queen Bee, Jackie O. Heard exclusively on Push Gap Radio. Giving you true scoops.
Any given Sunday, baby.
Here's Prescott on second down. Over the middle, it's caught for a touchdown, and it's Cooper for 6. Now pointed out by Yusef to get thrown. Into the end zone, wide open. It is a touchdown for the rookie Samuel. Here's the handoff to Henry. Touchdown.
You're listening to PushGapRadio.com NFL Locker Room Report with J Mac.
PushGapRadio.com in Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth. Happy Veterans Day to one and all out there in P-Town. And now with your PushGapRadio.com Locker Room Report, it's J-Mac. Get 'em!
Already, man, we got a lot to talk about. We got college football. We got boxing. We also have the NFL that's going to be later on. And, of course, things just got to change. But, you know, and that's exactly what happened around here. But you know what? A big surprise happened in the boxing world. And we're going to go ahead and talk about just that.
Right.
Now, of course, Devin Henry defended his WBC lightweight title unanimously. That boy was putting some hands. He was blessing. Blessing. Now, of course, it's been a minute since he's fought. Now, there's also, let me talk about this real quick. There's also talk about, remember Pac-Man?
Yes.
Yeah, there's talk about him actually working up a deal where he'll actually end up getting a fight either sometime in 2021. That's going to be pretty interesting. Of course, you know, there's been a lot going on with the pandemic.
Right.
And now then there's a big deal that's going on. Canal. He is a free agent from Golden Boy Production.
Boxing. Yeah.
Yeah. So right now there's talks about him either signing with the Mayweather family, the Money Mayweather crew, or he may actually end up going independent, doing his own thing, which I wouldn't be surprised if he does do that. Now, of course, there is a big of a lawsuit that was going on between his camp and Golden Boy, dealing with some big time money, like between like $40 million.
Right.
So there's once they get that taken care of, they'll figure out exactly what he wants to do. Now, of course, I believe if I was looking into the source, he's also scheduled to possibly have a fight in December. So keep your eyes out for that particular thing. And in the world of what do we got? We got NASCAR. We also have college football.
NASCAR.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. We got to definitely real quick. Now, of course, in NASCAR, history was completely made.
Yes.
All right. Chase Elliott, who was turned 24, he is actually one of the youngest NASCAR champions in the game. Now, of course, his father was also a champion, so him and his father is actually one of three who had a son and father combination that's actually been champion.
Right.
So that's kind of nice to be in that type of field. So now since we done touched that, let's talk about some college football, bruh. Bruh, that's all I can say. You know what is real when nobody don't say nothing. All you used to say is bruh.
That's it.
That's all you got.
Yes, sir.
Now, of course, a lot of things have changed. Like I said before, you got. Let's go ahead and talk about some BYU went up against Boise State. BYU put the smack down on them boys, being ranked number one, going against ranked 21 Boise State, 51-17. Miami barely got out of the woods in North Carolina State, as they're being ranked number 11 at the time, beating North Carolina State 44-41. The big upset happened this weekend. Remember, I told you this was the game to watch. This is one of my games to watch for this weekend. Clemson, who's ranked number one, went up against number 4 Notre Dame, going to double overtime.
Yes, I saw that game.
Yeah, it went down to the wire, went back and forth, and Clemson literally had to fight back to stay in this game.
Mm-hmm.
So Notre Dame actually took care of business, 47-40, which that's also going to start up a little bit of a mix-up. Number 3 ranked Ohio State went up against Rutgers. They did what they were supposed to do. They told them to come to the big house.
All right.
They told them to sit down. They didn't want to be quiet. Guess what? We got a beat down for you. They beat them down 49-27. The Gators, Florida, who was ranked number 8, went up against number 5 Georgia, 44-28, as they took care of their business. And of course, a good game that I thought was going to be, I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but Michigan went up against Indiana. Now, what was tripped out about this, now, of course, I know, as anybody that knows me,
That's right.
I'm a Michigan State fan.
Yes.
Of course, they got blown out. But you know what? I tried my best to be supportive, but I just couldn't. You realize that Indiana, who was ranked 13, went up against Michigan, who's ranked 23rd. And Indiana has never beaten Michigan almost 30 plus years. You realize that the last time the Indiana beat Michigan, Bad, the album by Michael Jackson, came out, Ronald Reagan was the president the last time Indiana beat Michigan.
We needed time to pull ourselves together in Indiana.
Well, they most definitely did, as they manhandled Michigan 38-21.
Yeah. Sometimes you need time by yourself, J-Mac, to get yourself together. Some me time. That's what Indiana had to do.
Well, of course, that's exactly what they did, and they handled their business. So let me go ahead and talk about some Texas teams. How about ranked 18 SMU?
Yes,
went up against Temple.
The Ponies.
Boy, was that a game. Yes. I'm actually liking the fact that SMU was actually turning the program around and actually being a conversation now.
It's been a lot of years, boy.
Trust me, they're and of course, if you don't know the history, they are the only team that actually survived what they call the death penalty,
and because
which hasn't been given out.
Yeah, and because of them, that's like you said, because of them, the NCAA has kind of quit doing that after they saw what they did to SMU's program. They ain't been the same since.
No, they have not. That's right. They took care of business and they beat Temple 47-23. Now, of course, the worstest beat down was pretty much Oklahoma, who was ranked number 19, went up against Kansas, 62-9. That's just why it's like that's like one of those games where you just don't show up to the game. You just don't want to.
They sent the JV squad up there to play for them. Flat out.
Basically. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about the top rankings here. Now, of course, I told you that Clemson was number 1. They lost to Notre Dame. That changed a whole lot of things. Michigan also lost, which took them out of the top 25. So here it is. Their top 10. I will start with the top 10. Indiana is ranked number 10. Miami is ranked number 9. BYU number 8. Cincinnati is 7. Florida is 6. Texas A&M is ranked number 5. Clemson, who was number 1, dropped down to number 4. Ohio State is at 3. Notre Dame, with them beating Clemson, moved up to number 2. And, of course, you already know the Bama boys.
It's number 1.
Number 1, of course.
So what you got on the other side for us there, Mac, man? What you got coming up?
Well, I have the NFL, a lot of picks going on, but I also have my games of the week. My games of the week, of course, is going to be the Texas A&M and Tennessee, Baylor University versus Texas Tech. Of course, Bama going up against LSU. That's going to be the game of the week for college football. Also, I'm going to go ahead and throw out, I guess I can be nice. Sometimes I don't, but I guess I can. The Wisconsin versus Michigan, that can also be one of my games of the week. Coming up next, we got football Dallas Cowboys and why they should not win any more games. I'll tell you that in a bit.
That's what that is. As J-Mac with your PushGapRadios.com, my locker room report. Stick and stay to the bangingest thing in the game. We're PushGapRadios.com. Dallas, baby.
Any given Sunday, baby.
You're listening to PushGapRadios.com NFL Locker Room Report with J-Mac.
PushGapRadio.com. Shackleford won in the main event with me, the Queen B, Jackie O. Heard exclusively on Push Gap Radio. Give them 2 scoops.
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Happy holidays to one and all. No, you can't wait to get out of 2020. Coronavirus just beating folk down, player. I don't know what to take it.
Not like it's gonna not go into 2021.
Well, like I said, 2021 has to be vetted. Okay, we ain't just letting folk run around this year, player. Ain't gonna be able to do it. Ain't no New Year's Eve parties. All that's out. Okay, Trump is gone. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, oh witch, the wicked witch.
Gone on back to New York.
New York don't want him, didn't he?
Florida.
Emancipate himself or something.
He did.
Escape from New York. But New York don't want Trump ass back.
Yeah, his new residency is Florida, but he's not going to use that anymore.
Yeah.
He don't care.
Yeah, New York don't want Trump back, man. You already know the deal. All right. Did you ever stop to think about who invented Russian roulette? Has anyone actually played Russian roulette?
No. And no.
The rules are simple. I know your trembling ass ain't playing
like no and no.
Damn Russian roulette. I'm not even talking.
Now, have I thought about doing it, aiming it the other direction? Yeah, but at myself, hell no. My bad. I digress.
In the Fed, that's conspiracy. That's 3 to 5, Jack. You don't want to say that on
I only incriminate myself.
You want to turn it the other way? Huh?
I only incriminate myself when I say who I was going to aim it at. I didn't say who I was going to aim it at.
Keep talking. What Jackie Chan said, I like to let people talk who like to talk. Incriminate. Russian roulette. Explain the rules here. 1 bullet, usually put in a revolver, and you spin it, close it. Game is played by 1 or more players. Now, the thing with Russian roulette is, it is believed that a man's death is predestined and cannot be changed. Now, one popular theory says that the not-so-famous American author of adventure stories, George Arthur Surdaz, first coined the term Russian roulette when he published a short story of the same title in a magazine in 1937. But the first trace of Russian roulette can be found in the story of The Fatalist, a book written in 1840 by a Russian poet and writer.
Wow.
Yeah. Russian roulette is a lethal game of chance in which a player places a single round in a revolver, spins it in the cylinder, places the muzzle against their head, and pulls the trigger. Now, here are the odds in playing Russian roulette. It's a deadly game. Mathematically, the average number of consecutive pulls of the trigger before the gun discharges is 3.5 pulls of the trigger. So 3.5 times you pull the trigger, there's the odds that you'll make it.
That's just idiotic.
After a single spin, the probability of it firing is 1 in 6, followed by 1 in 5 on the second pull, 1 in 4 on the third pull, and so on. Now, notable incidents in dealing with Russian roulette. The autobiography of Malcolm X, where he recalls an incident during his burglary career where he once played Russian roulette, pulling the trigger 3 times in a row to convince his partners in crime that he was not afraid to die. One of the most memorable ones was the 1978 film The Deer Hunter. You remember that?
No.
I figured you didn't. It's Donald Sutherland. Great movie. My dad was into those sort of movies. Yeah, The Deer Hunter, man. And in The Deer Hunter, 3 American soldiers who were captured during the Vietnam War and forced to play Russian roulette as their captors gamble on their results. Now, This game took place in a bamboo room above where the other prisoners were held, so that the losers' blood dripped down on future contestants. Several teen deaths following the movie's release caused police and the media to blame the film's depiction of Russian roulette, saying that it inspired the youth to play the game. So Russian roulette was always kind of weird. I came across that over the weekend, thought that might be something that would be very odd to know about. You know?
Well, yeah, and unfortunately with the coronavirus syndrome, a lot of people don't need to be trying to play or know about Russian roulette right about now either, because they're already kind of mentally unstable.
Yeah.
But I can recall about maybe a couple of years or so ago, there were a couple of police officers that were off duty, and allegedly was playing it, and it was a female and a male. I think they were partners. And the female ended up dying as a result of playing Russian roulette. That's what he said anyway.
Yeah, I remember that story. That was like 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Right. It was kind of recent.
Yeah, kind of fairly recent. But, once you get old, you start losing track of time.
Yeah.
Now, with Russian roulette, play continues till someone forfeits or blows their brains out. So, no, that's morbid.
That is just...
But I found it interesting. The guy I found out today, it's the name of the thing on YouTube. A lot of interesting tidbits. Simon Whistler. Love this guy. Been watching him for like 3, 4 years or whatever. Okay. But coronavirus catching up to people. 'Tis the season. Radio stations switch over to playing all Christmas music. Think it's too early for Christmas music right now? Or do you think people are chomping at the bit to get a little festive in their lives?
You can look behind you and see what I think.
Yes, sir. Well, around here we got it going on. As you can,
for me,
take a peek around and see what we got going back here. Okay,
yes,
Jackie's Wonderful World of Crafts.
Yes, and that's just the beginning.
There's the lady with the dress on.
That's right.
So, we got a lot of things going on. Yeah, we're ready to get out of the holidays, man. I mean, so far as Christmas, I know we got to wait on Thanksgiving and, Veterans Day.
But Christmas is so pretty. I mean, you have such beautiful decorations to look at and the lights. And
so do you want to hear Christmas music, though, everywhere you go? And it's like November the 9th or November 10th or whatever.
Yes.
Now...
Christmas is the most beautiful time of the year. So, yes, we've had such a rough year.
Yes, 2020's been a beat down around here.
It's been one hell of a year. So,
it has.
Yeah, so now it's time.
It's time.
It's time for a little cheer, a little happiness.
Listeners of 7 iHeart radio stations in markets, including Los Angeles, Dallas, and Charleston, South Carolina, have heard Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You, as well as Elvis Presley, the Ronettes, Brenda Lee, and all the rest rocking around the Christmas tree since November 1st. Eventually, 80 of the company's more than 850 stations will switch over to festive tunes all day, every day through December 25th.
They're already advertising and they're already selling Christmas decorations and stuff. They started that in September.
Yeah, they say that everyone's pretty anxious to put 2020 behind them.
Yeah.
It's nice to be at a point now where our listeners can escape some of the challenges of this past year for a few hours and enjoy Christmas music.
Exactly. Again, and around here, Donny Hathaway this Christmas sets it off at our house every year.
We've been playing it. Second weekend in a row. I mean, that we have been doing. My thing is, where's Mike Pence? Okay. That's my question. Where in the hell is Mike Pence? While all this is going down, you think Pence is already... You think Pence done already bailed out?
Somewhere swatting flies out of there.
Conspiracy theory. He's packing. He's COVID-19 positive. He's on a secret mission to North Korea. He's hiding in the underground bunker. He's shredding incriminating documents.
He packing his stuff.
Because Pence is like real quiet. And the old folks used to say it's the quiet ones you got to watch. You know what I'm saying?
He's quiet outside those doors. Behind those closed doors, Mama has gotten an earful. He is tired of Trump.
He probably is. I don't doubt it.
Melania
Trump is a
tired of
beatdown,
Trump.
man.
They all tired of Trump.
Yeah, it's just a beatdown. Now, there's another thing about Trump, if you pay attention. Trump was trying to bribe the American people to vote for him. I've been telling you this for weeks. He promised a very large second stimulus check to everyone, wink, wink, when I win. All right? Of course, that money has to come from somewhere. Namely, it drives up the national debt. That promise may be why Trump peeled away a chunk of the black male vote who voted for him. So, he was basically bribing farmers also, but looks like those bribes were not enough. So Trump's out of there, got a new president. Not going to do anything for ADOS. You went out there and voted for Biden and Harris. He made the 94 crime bill. She used it to lock up more black people in California than any other politician. You voted for him. So now you, for 4 years, get to deal with it. Because your policy was you had to get Trump out. Well, he's out. Let's see what they do for you now in 4 years.
We're gonna
then you'll find out what ADOS is talking about. They're not doing nothing for you, but you sure ran your ass out there and voted, didn't you?
We're gonna end up with President Kamala.
Yeah,
Biden
Trump
really doesn't look well.
Biden don't look well, and like you said, they be having him running. They be trotting him out there. They got that from Pence. Pence started that a week or two before the election. He'd get off the bird and he'd run up to the podium, and then here come Biden. Biden looked like one of them jokers in Thriller. In the Michael Jackson video, Thriller. Here come Biden. You ain't gonna make it, Joe. Sleepy Joe mine. So, I don't know. Trump is not going to go quietly. What he's filing lawsuits on means absolutely nothing because we're 4 feet apart, not 6 feet apart. So it's just horrible.
But what scares me, though, is the fact that right now, he's still the most powerful man in the United States.
Yeah.
Up until that time.
He can wreak havoc.
He can do a lot of damage between now and then because he already didn't care. And now his feelings are hurt.
Well, I still want to know what's going to go on. It's the holidays, deck the halls, But what are you going to do about the holidays? What are you going to do about people getting evicted? How do you want people to look for a job when there are no jobs and the other parts of the world are shutting back down again? Okay, what do you think's going to happen in this pile of bricks around here? We the last people.
He does not care. If he cared, something would have been done already. This man his concern is him. Right. He loved the power that he has. He doesn't love the responsibilities that go along with that power.
That's what that is. Imported steel, imported cars. We import our own holiday Christmas cards, but I don't think that we can get their consent to import someone to run the government. Shaka 4-1 in the main event with Jackie O. Banging this thing in the game. Ho, ho, ho. Happy holidays, dog. From KYBNradio.com and PushGapRadios.com. Banging this thing on your urban internet radio dial. Pray until something happens. God always provides. At PushGapRadios.com, the power is in the name.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays. Girl, I sound like Barry White.
No. I thought you was going to say Frank Sinatra.
Start spreading the news.
Oh, hell no.
Hey, this is Scott Moran. It's not just the brothers that listen to PushGapRadio.com. For the hottest new show in the Metroplex, it's Shackelford 1 in the main event on PushGapRadio.com. Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth. Dallas, baby.
Radio.com. NFL Locker Room Report with J Mac.
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. I was getting ready to say from Grand Rapids, okay? You Trump supporters up there. But we got Trump out of there thanks to Pennsylvania. Don't know if Michigan had anything to do with that. But coming out of the gun rule, baby, with all the best in the NFL. Here with your PushGapRadios.com locker room report is J-Mac. What's the business?
I'm going to tell you a lot of business. We had a lot of folks, a lot of players that came out of the woodworks.
That's right.
You know, you had Des Bryant.
Yes.
Des Bryant is back with the Baltimore Ravens. He signed. He didn't do too much today.
Yeah. He at least he got on the field. I saw him do a couple of snaps, but yeah, he ain't make no noise yet. Off of the practice squad.
Yes. Which was a smart thing to do, kind of let him get into the football form, because, you know, last time he jumped in, he signed a deal with New Orleans
2 years ago.
And he tried out, made the team, blew out his leg. So blew out his knee. Bam, he was done.
Right.
Another surprise was, of course, Antonio Brown made his debut as well. He did a little something, but nothing to, as you know, it really didn't show too much.
I think Tom Brady got something else to say about all that. Antonio Brown did look good, but didn't help the bottom line, fam.
Basically, I don't think that whole team didn't do anything but go to the bottom line. The bottom line was the bottom, period. Now, of course, I got to go ahead and bring this out about the about J-Mac's picks. Right now, 63 and 28. 63, 48 and 1. Last week was rough for me. I went 4-9. It was real rough. But you know what? It was a turnaround this week, because your boy went 10 and 2. Also going into the Monday night game. But let's talk about some football.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now, the Denver Broncos went up against the Atlanta Falcons, and the Falcons, of course, came out victorious, 34-27. The Buffalo, the underappreciated Buffalo Bills defeated the Seattle Seahawks 44-34. The Chicago Bears came short against the Tennessee Titans 24-17. That I was a little skeptical about that one.
Quarterback
real
sucks.
nervous about
Our line sucks. The whole nine. We just bad. Defense.
It's all of Yeah, well, you know what? I've been noticing a trend. You know, depending on who you guys play, or just certain divisions you guys go up against.
Right.
You know, your season kind of go up and down. And of course, whenever you got to go up against the better teams, how is your record? Okay, that's that deal.
Foes suck in Chicago. We got to go back to Trubinsky, fam.
Well, I don't know what to say, but I got to admit, though, you guys were kind of looking kind of good. Normally, it's the other way around, as usual. But Baltimore defeated the Indianapolis Colts 24-10. The Kansas City Chiefs barely got out of Carolina at their game, 33-31. The Detroit Lions, of course, you know, Matthew Stafford got knocked out the game. He was under concussion protocol, which he ended up getting cleared. There was also people didn't even know if he was going to actually play the game because of the COVID-19 situation testing. So he actually got cleared. And the thing about it is I almost picked Detroit, but I didn't because I was unsure that he was going to be playing. Minnesota defeated the Lions 34-20. The Little Giants, the New York Giants, actually decided, you know what, it'd be a good idea to go ahead and win, which is a good thing. It's a real good thing. I'm going to tell you in a little bit. The New York Giants defeated the Washington NFL team. I have to catch myself.
That's right.
23-20. The Houston Texans defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars 27-25. The Las Vegas Raiders almost lost this game against the Los Angeles Chargers. And it went down to the very last play where the receiver caught it and he got bumped out and didn't complete the catch. That turned out to be a scary game because the Raiders should have been. I thought the Raiders were going to at least somewhat dominate a little bit better than what they did.
Right.
But you got to admit that Charger team, they're young, unexperienced, and they're dangerous. That's something that you have to watch out for. You most definitely have to watch out for. The Raiders defeat the Chargers 31-26. The Pittsburgh Steelers went up against the Dallas Cowboys Pittsburgh defeated the Dallas Cowboys. Now, granted, Dallas led the game, almost the entire game.
Yeah.
And, of course, and I have to admit the defense actually looked decent, but the special teams, they was on fire. I was not expecting the special. Now, yeah, they really did. But, of course, there's a reason why the Dallas Cowboys don't need to continue to win any more games. They need to start losing games so we can so the Dallas Cowboys can be in the top 10 draft pick.
That's what Jerry was thinking. That's why he gonna fire the quarterback. You supposed to went out there and lost, you bum. You the 9th string quarterback. Okay.
Yeah, you done messed around and made a game out of it.
Yeah, you done messed up my next year's picks, fam.
I know that's right. Be careful with that. All right.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh beats the Dallas Cowboys 24-19. Miami gets over Arizona. Arizona should have had this game. They messed around and let Miami stay in the game and then come back.
That's right.
That should have been an easy win. Of course, the kicker blew the kick and came up short. That way, they couldn't take it into overtime. Miami defeats Arizona 34-31. And yes, the New Orleans Saints manhandled, destroyed, and also embarrassed Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 38-3. They didn't even score
none of that.
A touchdown.
Tom didn't forget what quarter it was, did he?
No, I don't know what I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know what was there because, they didn't do anything. They got to the red zone here and there, and they couldn't. They just couldn't punch it in.
Couldn't get it
now,
in.
Of course, Breeze actually has a history of defeating Tom Brady. I believe his record, if I'm right, I think he's like 5-2 or something like that. So he does have a history of defeating Tom Brady himself. Now, of course, the game to watch, of course, is going to be the Monday night game tonight. The New England Patriots going up against the New York Jets. And now, of course, the Jets have not won a game.
That's right.
And then the New England Patriots, well, they're trying to learn how to win a game again. So this could be a possibility for the New England Patriots to get themselves back on the road.
I don't think so.
On the right track.
Patriots suck, dude. Real bad.
I just don't understand what's going on with it. You know what? What gets me is ever since the COVID situation with Cam Newton, they haven't really been the same. Cam Newton has not been the same at all. And I don't know if it's because of him. Maybe it's because of the system. Maybe it's something else. But then at the same time,
Cam don't fit into that system. Brady is a pocket passer. Cam is a scrambler, man.
Right, but you're true. And of course, Edelman hasn't been there at all.
Right.
He's only been there a few games. So your third receiver, number one, your slash receiver, or a slot receiver really hasn't been there. So that kind of does play a huge effect in the offense. And of course, what can you say when the defense is? I'm a huge believer in if your defense is out there too long, then you're in trouble.
Then you're in trouble, baby.
So. For real. Now, of course, New England plays the Jets tonight at 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. I will most definitely make sure that you guys get my picks for next week. I'm hoping that, this is probably one of my best records in a long time.
In a long time.
10-2. Yeah, 10-2. I don't mind that at all.
So then what's your record on Donald Trump leaving office quietly and in an orderly fashion, J-Mac?
You know what?
What's your pick? Is that 50-50? Is it 60-40? Where you at on that?
Where I'm at the fact that I'm hoping that they videotape the day that he has to leave, or put it on YouTube, because I've seen plenty of videos and GIFs and TikToks talking about he wants to fight with trying to get him out. He's fighting with little kids with a playground ball.
Right.
That was hilarious to me. I swear that was.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just hoping that they stream that live, because I want to see how that's going to go down.
I don't think that's going to be a peaceful transition. That's J-Mac with your PushGapRadios.com locker room report. Every week you can check him out and put your picks up against the MacMans. J-Mac, good looking out. We're going to see you on the other side.
Y'all be safe out there. I know a lot of things have changed in the last few days. Be safe.
That's what that is. Push Gap Radio, Dallas.
You're listening to PushGapRadio.com NFL Locker Room Report with Jay Mack.
Hey, this is Scott Moran.
You need, Scott, me and the brothers listening to PushGapRadios.com.
It's not just the brothers that listen to PushGapRadio.com.
Please, you know about Push Gap.
For the hottest show in the Metroplex, it's Shackelford 1 in the main event on PushGapRadio.com.
Really? So where they at?
Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Where?
Dallas, baby.
PushGapRadio.com. We want to be your official Dallas internet station.
Well, as I said last week,
As I live and breathe,
Dr. Dre and his wife, Nicole, it's just getting messier and messier. This week, she wants her attorneys to dig and to find out whether or not Dre have had any outside children within the 24 years that they've been married.
Yeah.
So she wants them to go into the courts, find out if there's been any paternity suits that have been filed against him within the last 24 years. He and his lawyers are saying that that's none of her business. Whoa.
Nah, you got me twisted in the game, fam. How the hell you married to this woman and you knocking up some other chick? Ain't her business.
He's saying that's his personal business, and his personal business have nothing to do with what she's trying to get with this divorce.
I gotta move to LA, fam. All that ain't your business.
This is $1 billion suit. Divorce case that they're doing, and what she's doing right now is she's trying to prove that the prenup that she signed is null and void, because she's saying that he tore it up in front of her as a declaration of his love for her.
Really?
He's saying that that's not true
because he tore up the copy. See, that's what she did now.
He's saying that that's not true, and again, his lawyers are saying that she don't need to know that information as to whether or not he have any outside children, which that's a bunch of BS. That is her business. That's her husband, and she needs to know.
Right.
That's some of that need to know information. Now,
well, yeah, if you're running around here and you got side honeys. Now, on last week's show, we had Miss Aretha Telsey from Rejuvenate Sexology, and she was talking about the side piece. Okay, you know, if you married, how you got a side piece like that, and it ain't mama's business. But yeah, once you get in divorce court, though, a whole lot of things go down.
Yeah, because remember last week she called 3 of his ex-girlfriends.
Yeah, the mistresses. Yes,
to court, and they're still fighting this now. The 3 of them have the same lawyer, and so allegedly the rumor is that Dre is probably the one that's footing the bill. Well, of course you know he is. But of course, you know they're doing what they have to do to go around Miss Nicole, but she is after it. This woman is after her little coin.
Because I see what's her name done sprang back in the game over there on Eddie Murphy, little Baby Spice.
Mel Spice. Hey, you're good, because she was who I was about to talk about next. Yes, she just recently tried to file for child support from Eddie from their daughter that they have. She's 13 now. But the thing is that with the coronavirus, Mel is struggling.
Shut that tour down, Mom.
Spice Girls tour. The Spice Girls
That's
tour.
That's why they was making that loot last year.
Yes,
it was hot.
Yeah, she was set to make several $100 million from this tour, but then with the coronavirus, that shut all of that down. Well, she's already having issues because her baby girl, who's 9, with Stephen Belafonte, she's she was in a legal battle with him because she's in the UK, he's here in the United States.
She got break bread.
Right now, he has the child. She was in a custody fight with him because he wants the child full time. She wants the child to be with her in the UK with her older daughter who's 21, and then the one that she has by Eddie Murphy who's 13.
Yeah.
But she's saying that now since she have to pay the court costs and attorney's fees
that
and
child
all of
support
that,
beating her down,
and she's having to pay Belafonte child support and spousal support, and so she's saying that she can't afford any of that kind of stuff.
Eddie, I need half, Eddie. I need half.
Yeah, so now she's having to drop the fight for her daughter. So she's going to have to let her daughter go ahead and stay here in the United States because she can't afford to pay for the fees to fight for her anymore. Yeah. And then
Corona knocked a whole lot of folk out the game.
Corona is knocked a whole lot of people out.
Busy making our ancestors proud, baby.
Yeah, but that's the reason why she's going to Eddie right now, because she needs some help.
Eddie. Half.
Yeah, and she's saying that if the courts force her to pay this additional money, she's going to have to file for bankruptcy. She said there's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's what she's going to have to do.
That's how it go in the game. The game cold.
But our condolences go out to Alex Trebek's family and friends. The longtime Jeopardy host died at the age of 80 on Sunday.
Loved Alex Trebek. I love Jeopardy. I'm kind of good at Jeopardy.
Yeah, he had a long-term battle with stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and he was very out with it. And he came forward almost from the beginning of being diagnosed because he wanted other people to go and get men to get checked early. Yeah. And it was very touching because as the tributes came in, they did show where he have saved lives by people going to be checked and finding out in early stages
because he had the prostate or
pancreatic cancer.
Now, what is that Al Roker has?
Al Roker, he was next. Look at you. It's like you've been over here in my show prep. Al Roker just recently revealed on this past Friday.
I'm just that good, fam. I show prep too.
You are that good, babe. But Al Roker just recently let everyone know on Friday that he was diagnosed with stage 1 prostate cancer. And well, no, I take that back. He didn't say what stage he was in. They're saying that it was early stages, what they're saying. And he's going to have surgery.
I was thinking you said they had caught it.
They're saying that they caught it early, but he's going to have his prostate removed because it is an aggressive form of cancer. And so our thoughts and prayers are going to go out to Al and to his wife Deborah as well, and the family. He's just, it's going to be weird not seeing him as I go through the channels in the morning with those blue or those purple
crazy ass glasses.
Frame glasses, shades of glasses that he wears.
And Willie D live. Willie D, I've been watching you for years. Pimpin', why you be having them dark ass shades on, Willie D?
He's not the only one though. I've noticed that trend.
Yeah.
It's
Willie
with the middle-aged men that it's like, what is the deal? It could be in the middle of a club, and it's always in times.
Well, I'm talking about them now being on the YouTube channel. Willie D, you at the house, fam.
Yeah.
You got on the shades, but
even on like some of the little battles that we've been looking at and things like that, the guys have been having.
Yeah, the DJ guy. That,
it's a lot of them. Yeah. And then Jerry Jones, his bodyguard
Roosevelt,
that we did the story on. All the pictures that I saw with him, he always had them on at weird times.
That's
so
true.
It happens a lot apparently. But you know who's still doing big things though? Who? Regardless of what's going on, is Byron Allen. Byron Allen just recently purchased 2 more TV networks, and this time he purchased them from MGM. So this is expanding his empire
2 minutes
to 10. Okay,
because he owns the Weather Channel.
Yeah, he owns the Weather Channel. He owns it's Weather Channel, Cars.tv, Comedy.tv, ES.tv, Justice Central TV, My Destination.tv, Pets.tv, and Recipe.tv. So he has a lot.
Yeah.
That is a brother that people need to go and find out what it is he's doing and follow his type of
Well, he got into the game early.
entrepreneurship.
His mom was into television when he was a kid. That's how he learned the game, and that's why he was out there this year. ADOS was out there back and went to Supreme Court because these cable platforms don't want to put, most of these legal channels, the judges in the morning, those are his shows.
Yes.
Byron's show. So
yes,
Byron's kind of like the man.
He's the boss. Yeah. And that's what everybody needs to try to be, the boss. Not trying to go find you a good job so you can,
That's true. Own your own. That's what we're trying to do here.
Own your own.
So we can just own our own, make great radio, keep you linked into the community, and let you understand what's going on. So
that's right. Keep you informed and entertained.
Informed and entertained on the bangingest thing in the game.
This has been Jackie O with your PushGapRadio.com entertainment report.
Ho, dog! I hope you get what you want for Christmas. A whole lot of y'all gonna get a lump of coal. Okay.
It's 2020, child. Nobody is surprised at this point.
Yeah, well, Trump is.
No, he ain't. Trump
was surprised. Trump just knew he was going to win. I was like dangling that money.
Trump said that's fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Shackleford won in the main event with me, the Queen Bee, Jackie O.
Only on PushGapRadio.com.
It's the hottest combination in the urban internet game. Dallas, baby.
Exclusive on Push Gap Radio. Giving you true scoops.
Because, like I said, the boy just ain't trying to go. President Trump never admits defeat.
He started screaming on Twitter.
Yelling. Try this again. See, because my intros be dramatic, and then you just, you just stick a pin in the balloon. President Trump never admits defeat. You see that? How that energy comes in like that? But
you're always good.
Shut up. Here, I'll give you your $20 after the show. But he faces a stark. Hey, that's what we agreed to. You say that on the air, I'll give you $20. Donald Trump never admits defeat. How many times I'm going to read this one damn line? Okay, I got to get out of it. But he faces a stark choice now that Democrat Joe Biden has won the White House. Concede graciously for the sake of the nation or don't and get evicted anyway. Okay, Trump is not expected to ever formally concede, according to people close to him, but is likely to grudgingly vacate the White House at the end of his term. His ongoing efforts to paint the election as unfair are seen both as an effort to soothe a bruised ego and to show his loyal base of supporters that he is still fighting. He intends to fight, Trump economic advisor Larry Kudlow said, as it was becoming clear that the president was headed for defeat.
He said he wasn't going to concede. He said he'll see everybody in court is what he said. And then they have a hotline set up that they set up actually before the polls ever closed.
Yeah.
And his supporters was supposed to call and report in whenever they saw discrepancies that was going on around the country at the different polls.
Right.
But instead, what happened is people started calling this hotline and they started doing prank calls. Mm-hmm. And just like when they did, remember when he had this one rally and all of these people, these youngsters, had a TikTok challenge where they all called in and said that they wanted these tickets and had Trump thinking that millions and millions of people
that was back in like August or something.
Yeah.
All right, we did that story.
Yeah, well, it was another version of that, except this time they're making phone calls to his hotline, and it's still active. So they're still... Today, they're still calling and they're laughing and they're making fun of him and making fun of the fact that, he lost and stuff, whereas he's trying to get, get his people to help him tell them why he needs to still be president when he goes to the Supreme Court.
Trump ass is on the way out. Biden done made it clear that they patience done reached its limit, and you need to just go and step down. Those of you who voted for these people, you didn't want to ride with ADOS or Foundational Black Americans, as Tariq Nasheed calls them.
Maybe that's why some of them voted for Kanye.
Maybe. Down ballot. That's what you should have voted. You have 4 years now to see that Kamala, whatever you call her, Sleepy Joe. You have 4 years now to see that they ain't gonna do a damn thing for you, ADOS. You sit here applauding this woman, and just as soon as she gets sworn in, she'll never say she's a black lady again. You got played again, got your head bumped, because you fall for the symbolism. You got folk out here trying to lace your boots up to what's going on, but now you got 4 years to find out. Democrats don't give a crap about you. You the one who got him in there. I bet them dreamers getting something. I bet them illegal immigrants getting something. I bet them Cubans down in Florida getting something. What you black folk getting now that you done voted for Sleepy Joe and Kamala, lock 'em up Harris? You'll see. You got 4 years to come over to our side, fam. Happy holidays to one and all. It's been a beatdown between the election, Donald Trump, the coronavirus, being laid off 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 times, getting ready to get shut down again because coronavirus around the world is just exploding. Hell, I don't know what I'm talking about around the world. It's down in El Paso.
You know who's really happy is Dr. Fauci.
Yes, because Trump was going to try to fire Fauci.
He was going to try to fire Fauci. No. Now Fauci can say, you're fired.
You're fired.
Like his little apprentice show that he so loved.
Away from around here, mine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dr. Fauci, I'm glad they're going to get Dr. Fauci on board. It's
get this
crazy.
Corona under control.
Get the corona under control. It's crazy in El Paso, Texas. It's crazy. The Air Force, I think, is bringing in the field unit, hospitals and whatnot. It's exploding down there. And Trump acts like Dave Chappelle said it best. It's like when old boy got AIDS. Nobody ever asked, how did he get it? Okay, Trump got coronavirus. Nobody ever once asked, how did he get it?
Trump is not the only one, though, because neither is the governor.
Yeah.
Abbott is a clone of Trump. He's not taking it too serious
and
either.
Chris Christie, boy, oh my God, I know the
Dave
next
Chappelle
time you see Dave Chappelle, Chris Christie, you need to smack the crap out of Dave. He clowns you, dude.
Yeah, he did.
He said Corona, everything Corona like the feast on is in Chris Christie's body.
He did. Dave,
if you have not seen Dave Chappelle do the monologue on Saturday Night Live, you're doing yourself an injustice, man. You know what? Listen here. You done watched all of the Netflix and Hulu and Roku and everything else they got. Give us 10 minutes of your time. That's it. 10 minutes. I don't have it on a watch, but I'm acting like I do.
Skin time.
Skin time. Okay. Oh, dark 30. And give us 10 minutes of your time and let us entertain you. If you're listening to this clip that I edited out of the show, we just want 10 minutes of your time. If you could do that. If you're home from coronavirus, okay, you can watch us on video on YouTube at the Making of Push Gap Radios, or you can listen to us on our podcast. All you have to do is log on to www.pushgapradios.com. Give us 10 minutes of your time. After 10 minutes, when we go to commercial, turn us off. That's all we ask. Okay? Check us out. Tell a friend. We'd appreciate that. But yeah, what is the next 4 years about to be like? Hell, what is 2021 finna be like?
Trying to recover from 2020. 2020 has just been bam, bam, bam.
And 2021 is going to only be worse, according to Dr. Fauci.
We're setting records. I mean, here it is. We haven't even made it into winter yet.
Right.
And we're setting records for highs.
And you don't want, you want people to go get a job where? Where are you going to find a job? The hotel people, out of work. The restaurant people, out of work. Airline people, out of work. motor coaches, limousines, buses, out of work. Where in the hell is somebody supposed to get a job, fam? You got 50, 60 million people out of work.
And they're constantly finding out that the virus is living longer on...
It's mutating and whatnot over there in China.
Because now they're saying that it's in the air. Because at first they were saying that the aerosols would be in the air for 30 minutes. Now they're saying that it's in the air for up to 2 hours in some cases, and stuff. So it's just... And then they're saying that all these different places are... super spreader events, especially people that are family gatherings, because everybody thinks that their family is safe, and and they let their guards down, and this is how it's spreading.
Because you don't know where that other person's been.
I had a cousin that dropped dead week before last from coronavirus and didn't have any symptoms.
I remember that.
Yes.
And wasn't she planning someone else? Her brother's funeral.
Her brother died.
Right.
And she went over with her other sisters and her mom to plan her brother's funeral.
I remember
the very next day, she died. And she died. And when they tested her, she had coronavirus and had no clue. Then her husband tested positive. And it turned out that her sister that she was the closest to, she ended up testing positive as well and did not have the opportunity to go to her brother or her sister's funeral. So the coronavirus is no joke, y'all. It's very serious.
Ain't no joke. Ready to get to the holidays. Cannot wait to get to the holidays. Also, to my veterans, to those of you who have served, to those of you who are serving, to those of you who have come and gone, we salute you, soldier.
Yes.
For putting your life on the line, whether you went to battle or not. You were on call. You had to grab a weapon and man the post. Most other folk didn't do that.
And you made it through boot camp. I would have been the one that never would have got out of boot camp. They would have been like, you got to start over again. My 20 years.
You niggas say you made it out of boot. Yeah, you kind of got to get out of boot.
Wait a minute, my whole 20-year career would have been spent in boot camp.
20 years? Nah, you would have done 20.
I would have retired.
You wouldn't have done no Twinkie in boot unless you was a drill sergeant. Jackie O. Oh, hell no. Jackie said you got to make it out of boot.
Yeah, I wouldn't have made it. Y'all, listen to us every Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time at KYBN Radio and
KYBN Radio 98.1 FM in Mountain View, California.
Then you can listen to us on demand at PushGapRadios with an S.com.
But the only way you can hear is you got to get out of boot, okay? Now, you can't cycle back through, but yeah. No, boot was all right. Like I said, love the military, but can't wait to get out of 2020. Cannot wait. That's why we have Christmas music and Christmas things, our background we're working on to get everything a lot more festive. And like I said, even though we give you news that's kind of deep or hard or whatever, we try to give it a more entertaining twist.
So it's not boring.
And, it's starting to beat you down. And then we don't like to dwell on one thing. We like to give you your information in bite-sized pieces. So now you know what we know from the hottest podcast in the internet game. Shaka 4-1 in the main event with Jackie O. Pray until something happens. God always provides. At pushgapradio.com, the power is in the name. Don't keep us a secret. Tell somebody about us. We greatly appreciate you.
Yes.
Go to our social media. We're on Twitter and on Facebook constantly at pushgapradios.com. Got a lot of things working, a lot of things coming up. Those of you who are building your own business, those of you who have your own podcast, keep working. Keep working. All great things had a beginning. We're pushgapradios.com.
Dallas, baby.
Hail to the chief, because he's the chief and he's the hell. And they say now Trump gonna lose his job, get evicted, and catch corona. Now you see how the American people feel. Catch you next week. Hottest thing in the game. pushgapradio.com.
Dallas, baby. And we're out.
That what that is. Bye, Trump. La, 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 nah. Hey,
Trump said, hell no, I am not going.
This is Carol J, the Roadrunner on the Shackelford One and the Main Event Show, exclusively on PushGapRadio.com. For all the latest and hottest information on what's happening in Dallas-Fort Worth, PushGapRadio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
What it do? This your boy, Bing, 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 Ricochet Rabbit from Shackelford One in the Main Event. We bridging the gap between old and new radio. You better recognize.
Pray until something happens. God always provides. At PushGapRadio.com, the power is in the name.
PushGapRadio.com. Extraordinary urban entertainment. I wish we were still pushing the hip hop from back in the gap, man.
PushGapRadio.com. Hey, don't keep us a secret.